series of the night for North America for the day. It's been a long one for me, but luckily tonight I'm also joined by Dust. How's it going?
It's going pretty good. Is my mic still sounding like poop?
It's a little bit better.
It's a little bit better. Might have to go make sure my roommates aren't downloading things or something like that. Could be it. Could be ruining the old internet.
Okay, sound good for now. So hopefully we'll keep
right.
our fingers crossed. We won't have any delay on our front.
As should be getting live here pretty soon. All 10 players are in the server. You might recognize some new faces in this game, as it appears that Ace will be playing with Naf and Stan and Shazam, 3 new players, alongside Pex and Disciple. So no Ape, no Mo, and no who else is not here? No Ape, no Mo.
This is all you.
Can't remember.
You dug yourself this hole.
Shit.
I haven't even got to cast I
don't know.
an Ace match.
I forgot who they haven't kept a stable roster yet, so forgive me for not remembering who they've tried to play with at least 3 different times over the past 2 weeks. Yeah, they're literally all over the place right now. And then for vVv, they're apparently using Vez instead of Funshine.
Yeah, Funshine's
been having a lot of issues lately with the internet, so I don't think this is like a permanent change as much as it's like just someone they needed.
I feel like
fill in.
Since Vez is playing for vVv, his name should now be pronounced V-Easy. How do you feel about that? Dust, I guess, doesn't feel very well about that. Still waiting on 3 more players here. I can show you guys to ready up. We need Pex, Stan, and Dynamo here.
Oh yeah, it's Rabbit. That's the other guy that used to play with on Ace.
Yeah, I never would have got there.
Well, because he was brand new anyway.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So
not to be confused with Wabbit.
Yes, who used to play with some other teams like Savage and stuff like that back in the past. So yeah, I don't know if these moves are permanent. I know that Mo was kind of trying out for CLG apparently, and of course he was the stand-in last night for them in some matches here over at CEVO-MLG. So I know that that's part of it.
Now all of Reddit is trying out for CLG.
Yeah,
the recent post.
In fact, you can too. Just need to go visit CLG's website and go ahead and send an email. I believe it is to jobs@CLG. Wait, what is it? Let me look this up.
I didn't look up the email. I didn't apply because
everyone
I know I'm
really
not good enough.
Everyone really should. Yeah, if you think you got what it takes, you can send your applications to csgo@clgaming.net. So, open tryouts for CLG. But anyway, it seems like Mo's kind of a prime candidate, and in the midst of all that, since he already stepped away from Ace. Actually, okay, I'm just going to say it, the shitty part of all of it is that because he did that, Ace actually had the forfeit last night.
Rude.
Well, it's true.
Oh, that explains why I was so confused, because I was looking through their history expecting 6 maps, and I couldn't find the other 2.
Yeah, they forfeited yesterday.
Thanks, Mo.
Wait, was it yesterday or the day before yesterday?
I think it was
Tuesday.
Maybe it was the day after tomorrow, I'm not sure.
Anyway, I know they had the forfeit because Mo left to play with CLG, and their match was right before Ace played their matches, and then for some reason he couldn't get back on the Ace roster, and so they didn't have 5. So basically my point is they have picked up Stan, Naf, and Shazam, and Pex and Disciple
3
are the only 2 that remain. Yeah, we've seen Naf's been active for a while since he kind of got benched on Liquid. Of course, Shazam got cut from Cloud9, has been active ever since. And then Stan hasn't played CS since forever, I feel like. He used to play for Curse long ago. And since then, we haven't really seen him very active. I think he played with some friends in some lower leagues here and there, but yeah.
Oh, I'm digging Stan's taste in movies, rocking the Hot Fuzz Steam icons, so I'm a fan. And Shazam is much star power. Wow.
Yeah, so like I said, Vez is stepping in here for vVv, it seems like. But we are going live. No, we're not. JK.
What do you mean? We are live.
We are live?
Yeah, that was just the pistol round. Do you not have eyes? Like, I don't understand.
Check the roster.
Alright, vVv, they win the pistol with 3 surviving members. Now we'll get into it here in round 2. where Ace does actually have a man advantage here, and they're forcing up. They did go for the Scout and some upgraded pistols, armor on Stan and Pex. Disciple is the only one who has fallen there. Stan with the CZ, not able to pull the trigger over there in B. Vez moving in through checker. CT smoked off. Does he? Yeah, Vez has the bomb as well, so he's moving in for the plant. As Shazam will actually take down no one through the smoke.
Right, yeah, this leads it into a 2 versus 3 situation here. The bomb will get planted inside the B bomb site. It'll be Jay and Vez left to defend against this free take here. Naf does have that scout, the 250 from Shazam, but Jay will catch Pex walking into the site, kind of catching him off guard. Also gets the kill on the Shazam and finds the third onto Naf. So Jay salvaging the round there for vV. Got a bit dangerous, you know, going up against that, you know, partial buy from Ace. They, you know, had a tough time getting to the site and getting the bomb down, and were even left at a man disadvantage, but Jay cleans it up by himself at the end, and so they muscle on. 2-0 now.
Quack, quack. I'm going to say, that might actually add up quite a bit. If I say a quack for as many rounds as they have at the start of every round, could be a lot when they get up to 15. If they do, let's see, Fade with a boost over. We'll take out 2 with the Galil. Pex will meet him with a pistol kill. Can't even tell which one off the kill feed. Shazam, Pex, and Disciple still alive. Both of them sitting here in sandbags, so maybe they can catch someone off guard, but with those flashes coming in, you know they're going to check it. Jay does only expect one. Yeah, exactly. So it doesn't clear it completely, and that will put Disciple in a pretty good spot. He's got a Galil now.
Yeah, 1v2, this is winnable.
Also, no one at 19 HP.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, this is a winnable situation now for Disciple if he can angle his way in, but Dynamo from inside the site will find the headshot, and so that'll be that. So vVv will get the 3-0 start. It wasn't as clean as maybe you'd like it to be. They lost a lot of players in the process, and because of that, their economy is not that strong. So if, in fact, Ace can pull the win here, it would probably force a save out of vVv. And we will get to see Shazam debut as op here for Ace. And see what he can do with it here.
Yeah, I'm going to follow him here at the start, see where he wants to take it, as every site and even mid is viable. He'll start off with mid in the connector. And he'll spot the boost. It looks like it might be Jay who's going up first.
That could be. We have a 2-1-2 basically, even though we do have one player kind of highway helping Shazam out at mid, but 2 players B, only 1 anchor over here in the A bomb site, which will be Pex. And yeah, Shazam still watching that boost. So far, no one has actually peeked it out yet. It seems like Jay wants to go late.
What's the smoke? I think he had a smoke in his hand.
Yeah, Shazam actually just goes in and rotates off there because nothing is happening. So just kind of peek A main. Meanwhile, Naf will meet some resistance here. He's going to be playing inside the vents as they will start storming out mid, but Naf able to pick up on 2 of them there. And Disciple will be here to watch Fade cross into the vent. And if Fade does go for it, he only has 9 HP, so he's a very easy target here for Disciple playing that highway. Shazam also spotting it out with the op.
Vez now moving into the B's site. Spots the player. Stan shot through the wall for only 4 damage. Stan peeks on the other side, brings out Dynamo. Shazam gets one, I guess, coming through checker.
Came through heaven. Got the kill that way.
Oh, so, through heaven, yeah. Okay.
Yep. So good hold here from Ace. Really started off in Naf, being able to secure a couple of kills from the vents inside mid, which is such a powerful position to have. I mean, you get to have a presence at mid, and you have such a quick rotation to help your teammates out at B. So it's going to be a very, very dangerous spot and hard spot to deal with. That's why you actually see a lot of teams commit to throwing a Molotov or something inside the vents just to clear that out, just to not have to worry about that nuisance that position can really pose as a terrorist team trying to execute the B bomb site or even just trying to get mid control.
All right, vVv moving out towards B. We saw some spray downs in the earlier North American series here from Liquid in this position. Not going to be quite as impressive this time, but Stan, Nafly doing a great job of locking it down, and it's actually Naf that gets 2, Stan finds 3, and that'll be another round for Ace. vV Gaming now in a position where they can't buy again, everyone 4K plus.
Yeah, so ever since the gun rounds came out to play, Ace has done much better. You know, like, of course, we said vVv's economy wasn't that great after losing so many players in the second and third round, forcing a lot of rebuys, and even now, you know, they're pretty much buying down to the bottom of the barrel to get the full buy-in here in this round. So it may be another opportunity for Ace to force a save out of vVv and actually take the lead for the first time this game if they can if they can win this round here. Now Shazam getting aggressive here in A main. Misses the shot, but gets away, so not too big of a big deal. He will re-peek and actually gets the bomb down because of that re-peek temporarily. Of course, it'll be quickly recollected. Disciple just clears out mid by himself, yeah.
Getting 2, and that will leave only 2 surviving here, Vez and Dynamo. They do have the bomb in tow. They're both just chilling around in A main, see if they can open things up. Shazam, though, still opping it from fence. So it's not going to be easy to get in there. They're not getting flanked just yet. None of the CTs have been so curious as to push that far.
Yeah, Val, Vez and company trying to get into the A bomb site here. Shazam playing it from the quad with the op. Will get taken out by Dynamo, but Disciple and company are still here playing that highway and balcony area. That will be Naf, who is still left up on this side. So 1 versus 2 for Vez. It is taken out by Naf, and that will be tie game and likely, as I was saying earlier, another save coming out of vVv, especially since they didn't get a bomb plant. They're all at like the mid 2K, low 3K range, so definitely a save coming out here. And like I said, Ace, opportunity to get the lead back quite early in the half after, you know, losing the pistol in the following 2.
Yeah, doing a good job. They do get that CT side first, though, as it is vVv's pick, so it's not out of the ordinary to see a team, you know, maybe get more rounds on CT regardless. But with 3 in a row right now, when the rifles started, it always makes me a little worried. So we'll see if vVv, once again on another eco. So, I mean, more than likely not going to find the win here on round 7. But maybe Ace Gaming with this momentum can start to put a gap between them here early in the first half.
Yeah, they're trying to go for the B execute here, but Naf will be
Nice
playing
flash.
inside the checkers. Yeah, like you said, very nice flash from Stan. They'll allow Naf to peek out checkers and just grab 3 really easy frags, and then Shazam on the rotate with the op to heaven will clean up the last one. So yeah, good teamwork there. Like I said, good flashing. And it will now be 4-3. Ace taking the lead. vVv able to buy up here and now. But ever since the rifle rounds kind of kicked off, they really struggled to get control of anything. It seems like individual players from Ace are able to kind of single-handedly shut things down. Naf was able to do it. Invents to mid 1 round. Disciple 1 round at mid had a couple of kills by himself. So just seems like vVv are never getting any kind of map control in the early rounds to establish anything, and they're not really able to get any good trades or picks either. So they're just kind of getting shut down all across the board right now. Some aggression here from Ace over on the B side will equate to an equal trade, which is okay for vVv. You always kind of favor those on the T side if you're able to get equal trades like that.
They've left Jay up on the boost box mid. He's spotting out if anyone's going to be pushing from A, but also, if he needs to, he's ready to try to get that mid control or drop off and go into the vents. But with Nafly getting another kill over there onto Fade, now in a 3-on-4, it's going to be even more difficult for vVv. And once again, another rifle round for them, starting off not so well. And if they drop this one, saving again, Ace is going to really start to put the distance between them.
Yeah, but mid control has been given up here to vVv, so they're able to slip up highway without any contest. Just got to worry about Truck and then Pex play in the squad box area, but Pex will be able to get the initial pick onto Jay. That makes it a 4-on-2 with vVv still trying to march up. They do catch Disciple, trying to press a smoke at Truck. He will get taken out, so now it's all up to Pex. That quad buddy jumps out and delivers Vez the free frag. Vez going to go for the bomb play here, but all that incendiary. He will get the bomb plant, but yeah, I mean, that was a good placement there from Naf. Just pretty much prevents him from being able to get away and even have a chance of a clutch. Yeah, walking there a bit
Watch
early.
them both die to that fire.
That would be the greatest thing ever. But yeah, they're not going to make that crazy of a mistake. And so Ace have won the last 5 rounds in a row. And vVv is now at maximum loss bonus, which means they do have enough money to buy here regardless of
Means guns all day, day.
Yep, I mean, when you're getting your $3,400 a round now, especially if you can combine that with the bomb plant, it's like $4,200 every time. So you should theoretically always be able to buy, especially if you're getting bomb plants. But that doesn't do you any bit of good if you're not winning rounds anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
So, that's the biggest thing. It's Vez will get the pick on the Naf that time. Naf been playing really aggressive in these checkers so far. Are using most of the half. He hasn't really been exploited for that, but that time he definitely was trying to cross over there before the smoke bloomed. He gets taken out.
All right, so vVv off to a stronger start than they have been in a long while. Haven't even taken any damage, actually. 2 plus the bomb, so 3 people over here towards B. Still have a Dynamo. Oh, he's going to shut down Shazam, and Shazam tries to push through the squeaky room. And that will not work out for them. So now Ace down to 3 members. And only 1 at B.
Ace has been pretty aggressive throughout these 5 rounds they've won in a row, and they weren't punished for it, and so they keep going for it, and this time around it does not pay off. Yeah, Disciple
picks wrong.
things out. Yeah, but he'll eventually get to the right spot. And he definitely does have a good position to make a big flank here, make a big play. But he's kind of second guessing himself. Yeah, meanwhile, Jay slips through mid to CT spawn, gets a free kill on the stand. So that was kind of big. I mean, that's mid control that Ace has given up, which of course they kind of had to, losing so many numbers early in the round. Giving vVv so much breathing room to work with, and it looks like they should be able to close out this round now.
Well, Pex had the right idea going to check CT spawn, but Jay pulled the trigger faster. Fade finds Disciple, who couldn't quite choose where to go that round, but I mean, all his teammates were dead, so it's not like he had a flow of information, like letting him know where people were. So he wasn't able to put down that crazy flank that he maybe could have done if he went B warehouse the very first time. But that's vVv getting around the first in 5, and now we talked about that losing bonus. That's all gone right now, so it's very important that they win another, or it's going to be actually easier for Ace to just get a couple more rounds in a row.
Yeah, definitely. That's always the big hurdle. Is once you do finally get your first round, that money reset is the big thing you have to worry about next. And while they could probably still force buy out the money that they have if they were to lose this round, it would not be the best option. So, yeah, definitely a very important round here for vVv as they're gearing up over towards the B bomb site. Stan will be here inside the site. Throws out a nade, jumps up on the box, and gets a nice headshot there.
Naf is 50 to Vez.
Oh, Naf ran into that fire, got caught trapped behind it there at the checkers box. Fade just walking into the site, getting the entries here. Shazam trying to rotate through heaven to make something happen, but Jay catches the Disciple rotation at Vince. And so it's really kind of up to Shazam with this op in heaven to see if he can't pick somebody up trying to cross to the site. But they've done a great job flashing him and isolating him and not allowing him to have an impact. And at this point, he may look just to save. I know Pex is pretty far off with his own gun, just looking for exits. So this is definitely just going to be Ace conceding this round, and it'll be a 5-5 tie.
Yeah, maybe try to get a couple on the way out. We still got no one kind of pinned in the site with only 12 HP too. If only had a nade, but no, they'll actually try to execute and go for it at, well, not quite the last second. Still a bit of time left on the bomb, but they do go for it and it doesn't work out.
Yep, so we all are tied up here after Ace's 5-round winning streak to take the lead. Just a few rounds ago, vVv has now strung together a couple of rounds to tie it right back up. And the money is actually, getting tight here on the CT side now. So, vVv, this round could be worth 2 for them if they can close this thing out. Jump up to 7-5 quite quickly. As we're waiting to see what Ace wants to do here. They have shifted positions a bit. Naf is now covering mid instead of playing that Vince or checkers area. So they have kind of shifted things around a little bit. They're trying to use the door to boost up a player there on
that was cool.
On the quad, and it makes them think that they might have pushed squeaky doors. That's kind of the other part of that trade. But Pex
find him like immediately.
Yeah, he was not able to do anything there. Ved's also clearing out the site over here at the forklift. No one helping out with that. And so once again, it's just going to be Shazam with the op over at Truck, trying to fire off some op shots, but so far not connecting a single one.
Getting finally out as well.
He finally found one on no one, but now he's just getting pinched from CT Connector and Truck, and this is going to be, just death. I mean, there's nothing he could really do there. He's just stuck in a terrible position.
Oh, so the teabag's coming out.
Yeah. A little bit of BN there. As, like I said, should be a quick 7-5 now for vVv because of all this.
And they didn't even want an op.
Right.
On vVv, they walked right past it. They don't care. They're content with the 5 rifles here on their T side, and they know now, at least in round 12, that it's going to be a poor Ace gaming coming at them with pistols. But perhaps something planned here. They do have 3 smokes. The first one goes out there to lock off the mid garages and trying to get close to this boost. Where Jay, it just sits up there basically, like all around. They're going to counter boost, and did he hear that? Is the question. No. And I don't know about Stan's aim there, but it does eventually find him.
Yeah, vVv knows with this aggression they can just take the A-bomb site for free now. They just have to worry about the retake, which it looks like all of it is coming through highway right now. All 4 players are streaming through highway. Finding a player at the forklift, they do get that kill. No one trying to walk around these smokes to see if he can't defend this retake execution coming in here. So far, they are doing the trick. Vez at quads being able to stay alive and get some kills as well. And so eventually all fades away, and vVv does take that lead back now, 7-5. And Ace should be able to buy here and now, but they've definitely been struggling here a little bit lately, these last 4 or 5 rounds.
Yeah, they had a nice streak going for them, and then vVv was able to break it, and now the same thing could be said about them. That's what, now 3 in a row for them? I gotta check on the... Oh, 4 in a row, actually, now for vVv.
Right.
It'll be guns once more, and a big buy-in here. Stan's still on a FAMAS, limited nades on everybody because of the 2 ops, one on Nafly and one on Shazam. Here without armor.
Which is should the personnel again, Naf now opting over at A, Shazam opting at B. Just trying to put those ops up. Disciple was able to get a couple of kills at mid early in the round, but vVv have traded back well and have gotten it back into a 2 versus 2 here. Now Shazam is still anchoring B with his op. Disciple is stuck kind of in no man's land right now. I mean, he's at highway. I think he does realize that Dynamo's in the site, but he just gets killed immediately, and that bomb is just slowly working its way in through A main. So Shazam, once again, the LMS here for like the 3rd or 4th time in a row. Not by his own choosing, it's just by his positioning. But we'll see if he can't make a miracle happen here from mid.
Will anyone peek him, though? Like, if someone peeks him, maybe they give him something to work with. But if that's not the case, I really can't see Shazam.
He might pick up an M4.
Yeah, if he does switch guns here and just bully his way in. We'll have to reload here with the Desert Strike. I've never even seen that gun before. Nade into quad. Ooh, that did quite a bit.
Yep, walking around the site now, going to jump up top, see if he can spot anyone inside the site. He does spot it, and he gets the second one, too, so good clutch there from Shazam with the M4. Yeah, I mean, he probably will run back and try to grab that op now at highway, now that he already did his job with the rifle, if he can make it back there fast enough, and he does. And so there you have it. Good clutch there from Shazam in the 1 versus 2, and Ace trying to tie this thing back up.
Nicely done. And 2 FAMAS, though, unfortunately still coming out for Ace, but they will break the streak. So they still have the most rounds in a row, which was 5. They get the defuse there for another round win. And only 2 rounds remaining. Who will win the half? No team at 8 rounds yet. Fade actually is going to find Disciple. Pex brings down Jay. That's over there in middle. So now 4 on 4 for both of these teams. We got 1 player at B, 3 towards A. And actually stand push through.
Yeah, so it's really just kind of up to Shazam once again, kind of alone over here at B for now, and that's where the attack is coming in. He does have that op. He's trying to like drop himself back into the side after receiving a lot of pressure from nades, but they know exactly where he is, and they're starting to kind of spam him down. But he does peek out. He does get 1 frag, but Dynamo trades him immediately. Pex trying to peek from heaven will also get caught by Dynamo, so that bomb is going down. Stan, let's see if he can't flank, and he will, but it's still a 2 versus 2 here.
Netfly can't get out of heaven. That'll leave Stan by himself. 1v2. Dynamo's already taken down 2. Will he find the 3rd? He peeks out and he grabs it. So vVv have officially won the half with 8 rounds, but can they get that 9th one up on the board? It looks like it might not be too difficult because Ace Gaming MSI sitting on just pistols and armor as they force up here for the last round of the half. We saw some sick deagle work in that first North American match. Luminosity and Liquid. Will we see Shazam busted out here in this series?
Yeah, not real sure. We do have vVv just kind of split up right now. They're bringing that bomb outside B lobby, but a couple of guys towards mid garage. And Shazam is angled out with this deagle to try to do damage. Yeah, he does hit, but does not find the thrill. That's okay because Stan has that CZ inside the checkers to be able to peek out because of the misdirection. Collects an AK, steps out, finds a 3rd, and Stan may single-handedly shut this down just off the misdirection play. Shazam was the distraction to allow Stan to peek out, and now he is just exploiting this so hard. And great plays there from Stan individually to shut down that B attack, and Pex will finish the round. But it is 8-7 for vVv. But on a balanced map like this, it's not, you know, crazy either side at this point. It still really could go either way.
Did you just say CZ in a North American Counter-Strike cast?
Sometimes every now and then it just kind of comes out.
I just threw up in my mouth.
You threw up in your mouth?
Oh, dude, it was rough. But
I think because I just watch a lot of European casts and they always say CZ and it just kind of brushed off on me. I'm sorry, bud.
It's all right.
Don't Canadians say Z though too?
They do.
And you're Canadian, right?
I'm not Canadian. Why would anyone think that?
I couldn't remember.
Postponed
No, we had
is
some
Canadian.
Canadians. Oh, okay, that's what it is. I knew we had some Canadians on the
I don't
staff.
think there's anything wrong with Canada.
So
the fact that they say Z.
I think, is it Kevin Canadian?
Yeah, it's from Montreal.
Yeah, so Kevin, and we had
And
some staff
postponed.
from Canada.
We got quite a bit, actually, but
Yep.
not me. Here we go. Pistol round,
That's
guys.
like from Florida, aren't you?
I am from Virginia, but I do live in Florida. Looking forward to a Miami land. Let's put it together, guys. Come on, esports.
There's a Tampa land coming up soon.
Yeah, that's actually always there. But Disciple moving up with the Glock. No one says no way as he takes down 3 people with headshots and might get another one.
Oh my!
Nafly finally finds him, but no one even on the assist for that one. And then Fade finishes it off with a kill onto Stan.
That was so funny. No one could kill each other there at that last. After like no one's first 3 frags, it was just a fail fest. Just whiffing pistols left and right, but it didn't matter because no one had already done so much damage to kick off the round with those 3 frags that all the rest of that mess was just not even a big deal anymore. So vVv do win the pistol, up 9-7. Of course, you do see Ace buying out those Tech 9s and head armor, and it seems like they want to try to just maybe plow this B bomb site. They only had 2 flashes, so they might just wait for this smoke to dissipate and try to pop flash their way into the site and see if they can't get something going. But we are going to have 2 players playing towards the checkers here. Jay actually right by the vent, but his foot was spotted. And Disciple will get some damage in here, but Dynamo using it for his opportunity to peek around, but still only able to get 1 kill out of that whole mix. And Ace just sweep the site now because of that.
That they do. Gonna get the bomb down in the back, planting for B main or B warehouse / checker. vez though trying to come in here for vVv. That nade though onto Nafline brings him down. Ace still with the man advantage, and vez actually the last one up for vVv. FAMAS 100 HP, got armor. Can he do it? Shazam though still with 75 and an MP9. Yeah, there's so many things to check. He'll be able to get 1. That is it. And Ace Gaming will get another round here.
Yes, they able to smash that B bomb site on the save. You know, they spotted the foot of a player inside the vents that alerted them to that. Yeah, I think there was another player in checkers who tried to kind of exploit that by peeking out an SMG, but he was only able to get 1 kill, and the vent player died right afterwards. So, and I think like 1CT also tried to really quickly, you know, peek through heaven, and he got caught immediately as well. So just kind of numbers falling one by one there for vVv, and it allowed Ace to steal the round. Now they're, of course, AK'd up, even collected in for and FAMAS themselves as well, kind of recycling those. And vVv likely forced to double save at this point because of the way the economy went. So good chance for Ace to go up 10-9 at this point now. Take the lead back.
Yeah, tie it up here on vVv's map pick. Saw some of you wondering what the picks were. This was vVv's, and I believe it's Ace with Inferno for map 2.
Right.
Fade already down. Jay, more or less already down. They're on 3 HP over in the sunroom. Nafly going to bring down no one, and Shazam here, more or less up highway, brings down vez, who was in the A side. So Jay's kind of pinned over at B, rotating now through the spawn, and Dynamo's actually still in checker, watching on that vent with his 5-7, and they're just going to try to save those $500. And armor. Wow, they do have armor. Yeah, I didn't even notice.
That's the big thing they want to save here.
Indeed it is. Look at that dead guy. I was like, did I have X-ray off? And then I realized that guy is actually dead. If you're watching Shazam.
Yeah, so like I said, Ace is going to tie it up here, 9-all. And like I said, a pretty good opportunity to probably take the lead back, because with the 2-round loss bonus coming in here only for Ace, I mean, that's not going to leave them with, or excuse me, with vVv, it's not going to leave them a whole terrible lot to work with. In fact, most of them under 2K, so another save coming in probably.
Uh-oh, Stan. Wow, lives. Neither of them able to get those shots in there. It makes sense for Stan because he was just jumping and panicking. But I guess also what saved him from those 5-7 bullets. So they tie it up here now into round 19, what is generally that first rifle round, but with the way it went, with the ecos happening from Ace, you know, getting the second and third round, vVv tried to force up the high-risk, sort of high-reward play, but now they're broke. And they got to deal with the consequences of that round previous.
Right. So we do see Ace collecting very, very early mid-control just due to the fact that vVv conceded it to do a big A-side stack. Now, Ace, I'm curious to see if they will actually sniff that out or not, as they are sending Disciple up highway. Naf kind of playing out of A main.
Molly.
Yeah, it was a really good molly, really clutch. We'll do a video about it later.
Put that in my strap book.
Yeah, that way you can plug it into your like I said, your playbook there. So Naf does get 1 pick here at A, carrying out J. Everyone else staying very well hidden, though, as he just works his way in very slowly. He does find the stack, though, and so that means the bombs will shuffle to B. 3CT spawn, but maybe Dynamo holding the site alone can do something. Nope, and that should be the round at this point.
Yeah, get into the site with 4 people alive. Fade does have an AK.
He'll save that for sure.
Assuming he'll more likely want to save it than go for it, and yeah, he's all the way in the squeaky room, so...
Yeah, it's just they're sending these 2 pistols out to get, you know, exit frags if possible, but they're definitely holding on to that AK as safe as possible. So Ace will take the lead back 10-9, and then from there we'll just have to see how this thing goes as with that second round victory from Ace off the Tech 9 head armor buy that kind of messed up the economy. So we really haven't seen who will actually fare the best when it comes to, you know, true rifles.
Yeah. Man, everyone, though, in terms of just the players, have done incredibly well. Nafly doing a little bit better than everyone else. Stan actually with 15 kills, but you can see every single person in the double digits. The only one, at least in terms of killing, obviously he's contributing to his team in other ways, but Pex down there at just 7. So, I mean, if he can start lighting up the scoreboard, finding some kills, can make vVv's life pretty difficult.
Yeah, I mean, when it comes to like a professional level of play, Pex has never really transitioned as well as some of the rest of the guys from Dynamic, from the Counter-Strike Source days, unfortunately, which is why he was kind of dropped from the team early on in that transition period. As we are seeing Stan and company working their way out, and once again, Ace able to collect the mid-control, vVv trying to contest it as best as they can, but it becomes kind of an equal trade at this point, 3-on-3, and the health definitely favors Ace as no one down very, very low, and Dynamo already caught outside in the B lobby, so Ace pretty much has full B control here. No one can really contest it, and so that bomb should go in and be planted very, very quickly.
Yeah, always planting here by this single missile box. Just
I mean,
the checker room.
The default plant spot is like suicide for terrorists sometimes on post plants, because more often than not, you do see teams sometimes try to like go into CT spawn and play from there, or play heaven if they can like get that aggressive, and then you can't really see the bomb anymore from that point. Even from B lobby, you can't really see it either. So the default plant spot safe behind the boxes is like I said, it's pretty much suicide for post plant positioning. You pretty much have to stay inside the site.
As we saw with Peter earlier on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just really, really tough stuff. So if you can get a plant open, like where they planted it at, it's really good. The other good place to plant it, if you can...
well, usually you do the back corner is more
the
of
back
what I
corner,
meant. Why they are
back
opting for that
good.
box. And
but
not
even
just the
that
back.
can be hard to spot. You can't spot that from B main. You can spot it from checkers, yeah, but that's pretty much the only place that you can spot it from is checkers. So really the best plant is just to plant it right on the ramp, like right above the ramp. You can see that from almost everywhere. But the problem is
that plant's way too risky, though.
It's really risky, yeah, because you just get peeked from heaven, lower CT,
checker,
checker
or
if you don't have
B-main.
control of it. Yeah, I mean you can get peeked from everywhere. So it's one of those high risk, high reward plants. But if you have full control, you can sometimes get that off, and that's really your best bet if you can do it. But anyway, we do have once again Ace, getting that initial pick. They've been able to do that quite a lot, and that's actually going to fire out the bomb site and try to clear that thing out. So in just a second here, we may see Jay getting fired out of the site, which is exactly what's kind of happening.
Yeah, they execute on this B take. Dynamo, though, even with the FAMAS, able to get 2. Jay finds one with the AK. Now Nafly's got to go in and clean up here. Actually, he's got to do everything by himself. Shazam gave him 1 kill to work with. Naf got the other, and now he's got to get 3 more if he wants to win the round. Or vVv going to get this one and start mounting their own comeback. Will he see Fade? Just barely. Oh, sees the top of his head, and that's all he needs to see. He takes it off real quick. And now that person, that was Vez who was leaving, is going to be coming back. He sees Dynamo, so knows one's peeking in the site. Oh, caught with the smoke out, but is not brought down.
He spotted both. Now he can just run the A.
Yeah, he's got the bomb. And,
or he could do the double fake.
Let's see if they boost to get rotating faster. Oh, I thought they might boost into vents, but it's already Vez who's left and gets to truck. Well, let's see what Naf is going to do. He went out mid, came back through the vents, but Dynamo hits his shot. Nice mind games there by Nafly, but Dynamo's aim will prevail.
It's one of those things where the position he got himself in, he could have ran straight to A, and it becomes kind of a foot race at that point. If you go all the way back through mid garage and A main to A, you probably get beat. In fact, you do get beat by one of the B rotators. Or if you try to go mid to highway to A, you probably do win that foot race, but then you're kind of probably exposed to the rotation of the truck. So he tried to do a double fake, and unfortunately for him, vVv just split 1-1 to each site, and so Dynamo was just waiting for him, and he got caught. So, I mean, makes sense though. He guaranteed himself a 1v1, or 2 1v1s rather, but
Dynamo
just didn't get him.
Saved by Jay, as he had pulled out a flash right when Pex peaked, but Jay was there, brings down Pex. So 4 people up for MSI, or Ace rather. Stan gonna fall to Vez. Nafly not having a good time of it either as they try to execute out on A. He'll bring down Fade on the catwalk. Shazam from Fork hits Jay at truck. Almost gets another one there very nearly onto Vez, but Vez moving forward on the hunt. Able to bring down Shazam. Once again, it's going to leave Nafly as the last man standing.
Yeah, but he's got like no HP over here at Quad, so it's going to be very, very tough. And they know he's there because of that flash, so there's no doubt in their minds anymore where Naf is located. But he's still able to peek out and find himself 2-1 versus 1. Tries to use the smoke as a fake flash, but Vez doesn't fall for it. He gets the kill, he'll get the defuse, and that'll be a quad kill round for him. And it really all started just because Ace got so held up on their initial push. I think there was some type of molly or something thrown right in front of the Squeaky door, which trapped Naf inside Squeaky Hall, so he couldn't help execute. And so Vez pretty much just got a bunch of 1v1s on people streaming into the site, trying to go towards quad. And he was able to get those kills and then stay alive and finish out the round. So just Ace kind of getting held up on the execution really kind of backfired on him.
Now we're all tied up here. It's been a lot of close games today throughout Europe and North America, and another one now, as in round 23. We will have more rifles versus rifles, though. vVv missing out on some of their nades. They're going to boost over. They're going full mid control right now. They pop that molly into the vents, try to force the CT player out. No one was there, and now, whoa, playing way back. A weird angle off that smoke was Fade. Catches Pex, but the trade is made. Oh, and Shazam, though, tries to get into checker, but gets gunned down immediately.
Yep. Trying to go for a pick, trying to open up for something for his team by himself, and he got caught. You know, that hero play just not working out for him there.
And that Molotov, it's a good idea, but wasted. That player had already moved.
Yeah, so, I mean, Ace does have full mid control here, but they are a man down. They're just trying to manipulate their way into a site here just because they know that they have vVv kind of shuffling and moving around. So they're actually trying to work into CT, but Jay and Noah actually have the crossfire on it.
Nafly just smoked up highway. Jay and Noah on that crossfire you just alluded to is not enough to stop Nafly. Finds yet another 3K. You guys are going insane right now. Dynamo will bring him down and end it, but we got Nafly already up. Last time I reported a score, he had 17 kills and already up to 26. And then there's Dynamo top fragging for vVv up to 20 kills.
Yeah, so vVv able to stay a man ahead pretty much the whole way through that round, and that was just good, game sense by them to realize that mid was exposed, realize that there was a potential for Ace to try to slip through mid to CT, and they dropped a couple of players back and played a crossfire on CT spawn from B and A side, and they were able to hold that off. So good play by them. It forces Ace into pretty much a save here. They're just kind of buying up Tech 9s and rushing into A and hoping for the best with Vez. Nice fire here, really holding off this execution well at quad. He's able to step out and get 2 kills with the M4. No one rotating in as well with the AK will help him finish it off. And there it is, 13-11 for vVv. They're looking to try to secure this map 1.
Yeah, starting to run away with it here at the end. They had the 2 rounds, I think it was to tie it. Yeah, it must have been 2 rounds to tie it up, and then another 2 after that for 4 in a row to put vVv at 13-11. And again, this was their map, so obviously they're going to be the ones that expect to get the win here.
Right, it's really kind of hard to tell with both teams kind of featuring new-ish lineups. I mean, with vVv been using a stand in almost every single game this season. Then of course Ace, brand new players, but Dynamo finding Disciple there in the smoke with that anticipation with the op, and so that it is one man already down early here for Ace. As we do see Naf trying to be a nuisance over here at the Squeaky door, do some spam damage, but it is in fact Vez who is hitting them up a little bit as well. He does step out, he does spot no one over here, kind of playing towards the balcony. Able to do a little bit of damage, but still not a whole lot. In fact, Naf is taken down to 12, so he's low himself, and there you see Vez finally finish him off, but only just. He actually got taken down pretty low as well. It was almost Naf who won that spam battle through the door, but not quite enough, and so now you have vVv once again in a big advantage with the 5-on-3.
Yeah. Shazam still alive. Pex actually takes out Vez with an aid. We saw Shazam have a pretty nice clutch on the A site earlier. See if he can maybe replicate that depending on what happens. Stan and Shazam, though, just open it up. Stan finally brought down by no one, trying to boost over that box, or just jump over the sight box. There was Pex, not rewarded. No one brings it down. Shazam, though, with that op. 2 kills already. Making a bit of noise, I think, trying to jump up there.
Yeah, Jay realizes what Shazam's trying to do. Shazam's just trying to find this player, and he will catch Jay walking around. That's one of the worst things you can do when you're up against an op. It's just slow walk like that. You give him an easy shot. You're almost better off taking quick peeks and like jumping around and just trying to make the shot more difficult. Of course, he didn't really know where Shazam was, and that's part of it too.
He peeked so close to that box, just was looking over towards fence. Shazam was a little wider, so easy shot for Shazam, and he does it. They get that round, and now only within one of tying it up once more in this first map between Ace and vVv. Shazam! Wow, before the smokes bloom, takes out Fade in middle. So we're getting aggressive out there with his op now. Gotta find another one here. And again, it is just the ecoing vVv, but even still, two impressive shots there. No one will move in, find Pex, traded out by Stan. It's Vez and Dynamo surviving now. Nafly spotted one of them, takes him down through the door. And now Dynamo was looking to catch someone in vents. Now, maybe just trying to push up on Shazam and try to preserve an op.
Yeah, he's just chasing Shazam down and he gets it. And that's what you gotta do against opters, man. You gotta move quick. Can't slow walk those corners. Give him easy shots. And he's getting chased down though pretty well, so I don't think he'll even be able to. Well, he will pick up the op, but him holding on to it's like a different story. He's getting pinched on by a couple players here, but oh, Flick shot on the NAF there. Actually, he already took Disciple down pretty low. Of course, he's pretty low himself, so he will try to escape through the T spawn. He finds the Dynamo. Hey, he's saving this out, man, and I mean it's not as if Stan's really in a position to contend anyway. So it looks like Dynamo should save this op now. But it will be a 13-all game at this point, so really, really close stuff here in this map 1. Of course, map 2 will be Inferno, and like I said, you gotta win both maps to get those 2 points in the standings. A tie is just both teams getting 1 point, and then of course, loser of a 2-0 is just 0 points. So both maps really important because you can at least get that point if you can secure one of the maps, and that could be a big difference down the line when. You know, we're trying to determine who qualifies for LAN and seedings and things of that nature.
Yeah, all the North American teams got some catch-up to do. Got some 2-0s to get to catch up to CLG. They've won everything. I think they're at, what, 8 points right now? Yeah, they are, and it's the same thing with Virtus Pro over in Europe. Granted, those teams have also played more games, but the important thing is they're a third of the way done, and they haven't lost yet. So they've both started off strong.
Yeah, I can't wait to see who CLG's fifth's going to be solidified. Apparently, it could be anyone.
I thought it was you.
Yeah, it could be anybody. You just got to email them. csgo@clgaming.net, man. Give them a call. See if you see what you've got with
a take. 14 points on the board. The double touchdown. And then the op shots followed up for Jay. No one gets Nafly, and the round for Ace falls apart. vVv now 1 closer.
Indeed, indeed. So vVv is going to take the lead back after that tie-up over at 13-13, and this actually does force Ace onto a pretty much full save. So that means that vVv have a pretty good chance of going and pushing this to map point, unless Ace is able to storm the front here with these pistols, which they were able to do one round over here at B, and they are going to try to go for it yet again. Little pop flash, and they will chase after it. Fade is going to be inside the vents. Fire coming as well, try to slow things down. They do catch Fade once again, trying to play through the vents, and they're actually pushing into CT spawn, trying to get some kills there. But Dynamo and Jay so far, you know, holding pretty firm here, not allowing the terrorists to get kills and get control of the bomb site as Jay will step out, find another. And so it's just Shazam and Stan in the 2-on-4, and oh man,
should have knifed him.
Should have, you know, gotten that money. But.
Jay is saved by the HE from Vez that comes in to bring down Shazam. So Fade, the only member of vVv to fall. And here it is, Ace, going to see either limited nades, some Galils. Yeah, we already see a Galil coming out for Stan. Economy was not amazing coming into this, so vVv not having to go up against the most dangerous Ace Gaming, just because of their economy on this round 29. Could be the final one, or will we see yet another OT today?
I do not know. I personally did not see any OTs today. Well, actually, I did catch a double overtime game somewhere else today with Sadicus over at the Counter Pit.
Nice.
It was a double OT between Existence and Encore on Mirage. It's kind of cool. But yeah, other than that, most of the games I've been seeing in CEVO-P have been quite one-sided, it seems like. But this game is definitely shaping up to be quite close. I mean, Ace needs to win 2 in a row to force the OT, or vVv could close out this game in a close fashion here, as we do see Shazam working through the smoke here at mid. Oh, that stinks. Jay was in the connector the whole time it was peaking boost, I guess. And so Shazam was able to get the free frag there. And that's an opening pick here. Shazam continues to work up mid. He might come up against Fade, who's playing the highway. He finds that kill as well, though vVv have found a couple of kills of their own to at least keep it even at 3-on-3. In fact, the bomb's down at B lobby, but Disciple trades right back. And so they will get B bombs side control. This bomb will definitely be getting planted, so it's going to be up to Vez and no one to try to retake it, however.
And let's see, we've got Vez going up heaven. No one sitting in CT. I think they get mollied out down there. Or no, actually, that's one of the site burning. That's Disciple trying to move. Moves into the generator alley there. Vez will be able to peek out, bring down Disciple. Player in vent is Shazam. The other one in checker is Pex.
Yeah, it's going to be tough here. Pex will get caught, so it's all just Shazam to try to clutch this. He's already gotten 2 really key entries in the round, but can he close out this clutch? He will get the kill on the Vez, 1 versus 1, and no one cannot get on this bomb. He now has to just kind of chase after Shazam because of the clock, and he can't get that either. So Shazam coming up big that round with those entries at mid, and then closing out the clutch there at the very end. So good stuff. It actually gives Ace a chance to maybe tie this thing up and send it to OT.
Man, Fade is so poor. He got off to a really good start, but he started falling behind his team in terms of getting kills, and kills do give you money. He's also died the most, 22 times. A couple players with 23 deaths over there on
See,
Ace.
the problem is, since Ace lost all 5 of their players that round, they still had to force a lot of rebuys.
Yeah.
And as you see, they had 2 guys on Tech 9s because of it. So even with that round win, vVv still in the better position to close out the map.
Go all M4s, so not enough money. I think they did have to drop, obviously, for Fade. I believe it was Dynamo and No One who were quite rich. Maybe it was Jay, but now that it's facing match point or overtime, taking it a little bit slower here. No One mollied off that forklift. Tech 9s from Nafly trying to get him out of that position, but unsuccessful so far. And down to 7 HP is Nafly. Shazam with a missed opportunity. Granted, was a hard shot on Jay in the vents, but...
All right, is vVv just kind of cleaning up at this point over here at mid? We saw Fade and No One just kind of destroy the mid approach that Ace was trying to take, as it's now just going to be Naf and Disciple trying to see if they can't make their way in the A side, but the fire will catch Naf, and so it's all up to Disciple, 1-on-5, and that's just too tall of a task for him. And so it will be vVv who shut out the game, but very close, 16-14. It was not an easy task by any stretch of the imagination, but we will move on to map 2 here in just a few moments, which will be DE Inferno, to see if vVv can seal the deal and get the win and get those 2 points, or if we will see a tie and both teams taking 1 point going forward in the standings. So just stay tuned, and we will be back very soon with map 2 on Inferno.
Show them that they came to die.